Hi guys, and welcome back to your English class. This is lesson 3, and today we will be talking about cleft sentences. ¿Qué significa cleft, profe? What is cleft? The word cleft means to separate or to divide or to split something into two parts. Cleft sentences are used to emphasize a word or a phrase in a sentence. If we have a cleft sentence that begins with the word it, for example, it was Sandra, it is called an it cleft. If the cleft sentence begins with the word what, it is called a what or WH cleft or a pseudo cleft. I will give you examples of these in a while. We can choose to place emphasis on whichever part of the sentence that we want to. Let's take a look at this example. John broke my pencil yesterday. John broke my pencil yesterday. ¿Qué significa broke? Ese es simple pasado de break, romper. Yes? Let's place emphasis now on the word yesterday. It was yesterday that John broke my pencil. The adverb here, yesterday, is being emphasized. We are showing that when the pencil was broken is the most important thing here. Another example, it was John who broke the pencil yesterday. I mean, all of these examples, they mean the same thing. All we're trying to do is to place emphasis on different parts of the sentence to show you what is more important in the context that we are speaking. It was my pencil that John broke yesterday. It was my pencil. Here we are placing the focus or the emphasis on my pencil. Not your pencil, no es tuyo, es mío. My pencil. My pencil. It was my pencil that John broke yesterday. So you can choose, guys, to place the emphasis on whichever part of the sentence you deem or you see more important. Okay. Important. Let's go through as quickly as possible. You should by now know the relative pronouns such as that, who, whom, and which. In cleft sentences, we select one of these relative pronouns depending on the subject or the object that we are referring to. For example, let's go back to the example. It was John who broke my pencil. You see that we use the relative pronoun who, kienaka. We use who here to refer to John, and who is only used when we refer to people. We can also use that, which is commonly used, but more often it's better to use who when we refer to people. We can use that or which when we refer to things. Alright, so cleft sentences using what? Earlier I told you that there are two types of cleft sentences. You can use it or you can use the what. Now the what or the WH cleft sentence is also known as a pseudo cleft sentence. Let's take a look at an example here. I need a long vacation. La verdad, necesito. I need a long vacation. The WH cleft or the pseudo cleft here would be what I need. What I need is a long vacation. Or if we want to change it to an it cleft, we say that it is a long vacation that I need. If you notice, the verb to be here in the it cleft is not changed. Normally we change the verb or the verbs in the original sentences, we change them to past tense when we are forming cleft sentences. If you remember when we did reported speech, you were told that reported speech is often in the past. It's mostly done in the past, right? And so the same with cleft sentences, you often write it in the past. But here, this is a specific situation. This is an exception where I am saying, I need a vacation. No, I need a vacation in the present tense. I am not referring to the past. It is something that I need now. And so the verb to be remains the same. Remember, guys, if you have any questions or any doubts, pause the video or just send me an email and I could clarify for you. Do you understand so far? Let's continue. A quick review of reported speech. Let's look at the first one. Raj has done many investigations. Here you see has done is a present perfect. And we need to change that present perfect to past perfect by changing the word has to had. Had. We change it to past perfect. All right, you already were informed of reported speech, so it's up to you to go now and to just review reported speech. All right, cleft sentence example. This is a more detailed example of cleft sentence. Megan has studied, here we have the present perfect. Megan has studied the evolution of cameras. If you look to your right, you can see where we use the it cleft. It was Megan, and then we have the relative pronoun who had studied. Note carefully that the had studied is the past tense of the present perfect, which was had studied. We have changed it completely to past tense here. All right, let's take a look. Megan is the subject. The evolution of cameras is the object. We have the original statement done in present perfect tense. Look to your right, you will see the emphasis is placed on the subject, who is Megan. It was Megan who had studied. We're focusing here on Megan. Megan is the most important thing in this statement at the time. We have changed the present perfect to past perfect, and below you see in the cleft sentence it was the evolution of cameras. Here we have placed emphasis on the object instead of the subject, who was Megan. Guys, if you pay close attention, you will understand what cleft sentence is all about. Just read carefully and you will understand. Another example, Martin Cooper. Guys, do you know Martin Cooper? He invented the cell phone. So a cleft sentence for this could be, it was Martin Cooper who had invented the cell phone. Note carefully that we have changed the word invented from past simple to past perfect. All right, these are just a few questions for you to think about and to practice, and try to create your own cleft sentences. Try to practice, try to get more understanding of cleft sentences. These are just some gadgets and devices from, okay, let's practice quickly. Dan and Sherry always need a scientific calculator. The question is, who always needed a scientific calculator? Who? Can. The subject here is Dan and Sherry. What is the object? Correct, a scientific calculator. The original tense is in present simple. In reported speech tense, you change present simple to past simple. The cleft sentence here places emphasis on the subject. Who is the subject? Dan and Sherry. When we place the emphasis on the object, in this case, the object would be the scientific calculator. Read carefully, guys. It's not too hard to understand. And remember, any questions or any doubts, just let me know. Continue to practice CLEFT sentences. So this is our third lesson. I will talk about the fourth lesson in just a while, and continue to practice. Remember to check the deadlines, guys, and your assignments are coming up very soon. All right, so any questions, send me an email. Bye for now.